Hi, how are you guys? This is Coach Dawn, the Reid Ready Life Coaching author and speaker, and I'm so happy to talk to you today about developing relationships within your community. And in fact, I will be doing a virtual workshop for the International Coaching Federation Philadelphia chapter on December 10th at 7 p.m. Where I will go into a lot more details and depths about different relationships and how to build your relationships. So I'm just going to tease out a small part for you today in this free video. So one of the things that I learned, one of the things that stuck out and resonated with me when I did my coach training was when you start to practice, when you're developing your skills, they kind of recommend that you connect with your family, your friends, your neighbors, people you know, to practice your coaching skills with. So as you learn things in the training program, then take what you've known and connect with somebody that you like, you trust, you got a relationship with, in order to practice and develop those skill sets, right? And maybe even get a client through the people that you know. And I found it really interesting that in my training, after I graduated, and I created my own program, I also incorporated that whole idea of, starting with your inner circle and branching out to practice your training and what you've learned, and also to even generate client leads. I found that when I first graduated, I didn't quite put that in practice at first. At first I was all like, yeah, let me go out there and just start my marketing approaches and go where my cream clients are and la 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 la. And I realized on this journey of developing my coaching business that starting with your community is actually a very smart way to build your coaching practice and to help you generate client leads and to help people become aware of who you are and what you do. And so what I'll definitely go into more depth in the workshop, but I'll share with you right now is one of the things that made a lot of sense is start with what you know. Start with what you know. Start with who you know. Like for instance, there is a website called Nextdoor.com. And it was very instrumental in me getting to know different things about, just my community, my neighborhood. And it was funny because I just wanted to find a meditation partner. Now, I'm a certified mindfulness coach. I'm a certified meditation trainer and practitioner. And what was funny was I was just looking to develop a really small group, meet at my home, we'll do some mindfulness guided meditations and maybe some mindful group coaching type of stuff. And it was really interesting because when I made my post, I had someone email me or post me and message me and said, hey, you should check out the library and reach out to the director because they do monthly events and they may want to do guided meditation or some type of group coaching activity at the library. Who knew? And so by me just putting out there and connecting with my community, I found an opportunity to provide service just because I put it out there. And it started out really as, I want to get more meditation. I want to do more stuff as a group. I could offer my services if they wanted, but we could do some type of group thing. And so it started like that. And so that's just one example. And the idea is that because you already function in your community, you vote, you may have children in school, you may go to worship, faith worship, whether it's a church or a synagogue, a temple, a gakai or whatever, a mosque. Because you already have a source of a connection, that's an opportunity to build and to figure out how can your business as a coach provide a benefit to the community or the group of people for which you interact with on a regular basis. And there's nothing wrong with figuring out how can you bring value as a professional coach in that personal space? Or how can you leverage your relationships to find a mutual value for yourself and the individuals or organizations that you want to create a relationship with? And it is an amazing experience. And I can, what I've learned, what I've been teaching my students in the training program, the Reid Ready Coach Training Program, what I've been teaching them was that you can leverage those relationships. And it's a great start for new coaches. As a new coach, and if you're like me, like I may seem like an extrovert. I like to joke and say I'm an introverted extrovert. I'm not necessarily one of those who prefer to be in a big crowd and do a lot of networking and talking. It's not my thing. It's not my jam. But I do love people, and I do love talking to people, and I do love listening to people. And I have used that part of my relationship just to know people and build the relationship. And what I found is that when people know you and like you, they talk about you in a positive way. They share information about you to other people. And because you are part of them, you are part of the community, that's a value. That's a value of trust. That's a value of intimacy. And we all know marketing 101, sales 101, people buy from people they like. They do. They buy from people they like. And so what I wanted to share today is value those relationships in your community. They are an amazing starting point for people to know who you are, who your business is, what you do, and what benefits you can bring as a valued community member. And that can lead to so many awesome opportunities for you organically, in a very compassionate, organic, beneficial way for everybody. So I wanted to share that with you. And if you'd like to know more, please make sure you register for the virtual cafe. That's going to be December 10th. And I'm going to go into the nuts and bolts and nitty gritty on how you develop those relationships with the people in your community. How do you build them? What things can you do? Because you already have them. You already have them. So make it beneficial for yourself and for them. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. Go out there and create awesome sauce for yourself and for others.